What's good, everybody? Welcome to this week's edition of Grown Talk with Goddess. I'm late today. Sorry about that. Caught a flat tire. Literally pulled off my block, made a left, made a right, started driving down the street, and the car was shaking. I was in the car with my daughter. We were like both vibrating and shaking. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought I left the car door open. That's what it sounded like. By the time I had pulled over and told my daughter to go outside and check the car, we had a flat. Thank God for Duran's Auto Body in Patterson on Madison Avenue because the motherfuckers stay open until 7 o'clock, and I was in and out of there. Like, about 5 Dominicans came out with all their little equipment and stuff, put the car up, changed the tire, and was able to get it done. So I thank God for them. I'm only just a little bit late.
I mean, we don't honestly believe the flat tire. We think you went to go see one of them Dominican motherfuckers, but that's more up your alley. Bro.
Listen, they wear their pants too tight for me.
That's the point.
And their ponytails be longer than my wigs. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not my thing. I've always been more into the Puerto Ricans, but they don't exist anymore. I got half Puerto Rican kids, and I think after I had the 3 kids, I just never saw a Puerto Rican man again after that. So I don't know where they are. They must all be in the Bronx somewhere, but I don't know. I like Puerto Ricans. That's my preference. Other than that, just wrapping up everything. I put my flyer up on Facebook for my shower. I'm starting to get the RSVPs. Thank you so much for everybody who has
And you are
responded.
registered, right?
Yeah, I'm at Target.
What's good, Tone?
Hey, Tony. I'm here, baby. See, I'm here. Had a
She
flat
mad
tire.
late. It wasn't a flat tire, Tone. Don't believe that shit. It was a flat tire.
I was 100% a flat tire.
Why you believe that shit?
100% a flat tire. But yeah, I'm registered at Target. And you know what? I shouldn't have even done a registry because I don't have shit. So whatever anybody gives me is just really nice. I don't have nothing. So you don't even have to go by that registry list, man. Nothing. Just anything pink, and that's for a girl. I'd be appreciative.
You having a girl?
Yes. You didn't know that?
No, I know it. I'm trying to see. Trying to see what I could get the young lady. Probably like one sneaker.
Buy her a perm. Her father black.
Give her one sneaker.
My other daughters have half, like they mix, so they got better hair. They got good hair.
I mean, you can see on the sides here, she got the little, the little hair stuff there, like
my daughter is sitting
like
here
she's
today.
5 and stuff. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That my baby
Pull it off,
hair.
Bree. Show me your hair. She got pretty long hair.
No, you can tell. It's like that's the like black and Puerto Rican. That's the Dominican. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You could buy this one coming a perm. Her father black.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yes, it do. My other all black child, she got nappy hair. I feel like shaving all that shit off half of the time because you can't comb it.
That was so racist. But go ahead.
Look, you see what I do to my hair.
That was so racist.
Throw a wig on that shit. Anyway. Other than that, pretty good week. Oh, I'll be on the show this Thursday.
What show?
Oh,
La Flim?
The show.
La Flim.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Like Flim?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. La Femme.
Oh.
I always say it wrong. I want to get cut.
Yo, you know what?
I got threatened to get cut by 2 women, so I was pronouncing it wrong. But no, that's good. I heard, they're talking about your alley. So, by them talking about, sexual stuff, I mean, they have to have the goddess there to talk about it.
Let me tell you something. When she asked me and she told me that she wanted me to be the sex guru, I'm saying to myself, I haven't fucked since July. So I don't know what type of sex guru I'm supposed to be. But I haven't done anything since then. No.
Nobody believe that, not even your daughter. She's a real person.
Listen.
She gave you like, yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't know if my baby father watching. We be having conversations all the time. He going through his shit. I'm just waiting to have this baby.
He will be there?
So far,
That's fucked up, but all right.
So far, I believe so. I think so.
All right.
No, we'll see. And Truth and I were just talking because next Saturday is the baby shower. He's just on some random said, well, you probably won't do a show next week. I might. Let's do it.
I don't know if it'd be a lot going on.
Listen, live from the house. That's gonna be dope.
That's a lot going on. I think you might want to concentrate on I mean, we could, go live while we're there. You could do your phone thing, whatever, but That's a lot of commitment.
Look, I don't know how a whole baby shower works. I haven't had a baby shower.
I thought it was Crip's birthday. And
When?
then I saw the baby. I said, oh, shit, it's a baby shower.
You know.
I swear to God, the whole time I'm thinking it was Crip's birthday party.
Oh.
And then I saw the baby. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, oh, it's a baby shower. Okay. That's why I asked you about the registry.
Yeah.
I just heard party, and I'm like, all right, you know black folks, they hear party, and then they show the fuck up.
Oh, what? I got to see. What kind of... Oh, Bud Light. Okay. I said that I was going to provide...
Don't worry about me.
You sure?
Yeah.
Wine and beer. I got to find out what Miss Beats drinks, if anything.
Doesn't drink.
She doesn't drink. Okay.
She drinks the cider champagne.
A what?
You know, I like that in the stores, they have the cider champagne.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get a bottle of, like, apple cider?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll grab... I just want to make sure everybody's comfortable. I don't have any games planned or anything like that. I said that... I really don't know how to run or to do a baby shower. Just everybody come and eat and...
I don't know. Like, usually, like, you know...
I haven't really had much help with
men
this,
don't really go to showers. You know, it's always been like
Why?
a female thing, and then, you know, men started getting dragged to it or whatever. But, you know... single guys like going to baby showers.
Yeah, I've always gone. Lauren will be there, so if you haven't had a chance to speak to her yet,
I reached out to her. We were supposed to meet up, but I talked to her. We got
she'll be there.
Chop it up. I will say hello, but you know that's not a business thing. We're there to, you know, celebrate you and the upcoming young lady. So we'll meet up, but it'd be good to see. Yeah.
Okay. All right. As far as the Facebook world goes, so y'all know that I take my topics off of Facebook and try to get, you know, an opinion on what everybody feels, and then we talk about it on the show. And I had come across a post by my friend Antonio, and I tell you what, I had to put his post up today because it's how I've been feeling for a long time. So shout out to Antonio Russell. I know he did subscribe to the page. He told me he was going to. The other day, and when he wrote this, I felt it, and it's been something I've been feeling a long time. I didn't really get too many comments on it. I got a lot of inbox messages on it about people telling me to take it down because it was insulting. But I'm
looking forward to hearing it.
Okay, all right. So this is what he wrote on his post, and I shared it onto my page, and I wanted to get everybody's opinion. He says, "If only you women knew what niggas really wanted. Niggas really want to fool you. They want to stay in your crib as you go to work so they don't have to be at their mama's house or roommates. They want to eat your snacks, play your PlayStation, Xbox, and stay on Facebook and Instagram all day looking for new pussy and other stupid bitches. Oh, yeah, we want your car, too. Get you pregnant with multiple kids without actually considering marrying y'all, regardless of how many rings we buy or tell y'all year after broken promise year. Yeah, that's what niggas really want. Hashtag dead serious. Hashtag I'm not niggas. The real hustle is to find a ride or die, a.k.a. dumbass black woman." When I read that, it hit me to the core because this is what I've been feeling about black men for a long time. A long time. Not white men. Not Spanish men, only black men. I got kids by a white guy, got kids by a Spanish guy. They got up, they went to work, they did what they had to do, they took care of the house, they got me pregnant. The white guy, I was young. But the Spanish one, he never promised any type of marriage or anything like that. But he was there for his kids. He wasn't the most hygienic, and he's the one I talk about all the time. However, he didn't, sell me a dream or any of this stuff. It's only just been the black guys that I've been with that's been this way. I am not a racist. I promise. I like people all different types. My next topic is about preferences, and we'll get into it. But when he wrote this, I felt it, and I wanted to know how others felt about it. Tony wrote me an essay on this. A very, very... This is probably like one of the longest essays I've ever heard on this. Tony says, sheesh. I can't say I disagree. But this is spoken in a very condescending tone. It's almost like he's saying, duh, you're stupid bitches. This is how niggas are. Expectations and reality are two different things. Being realistic about relationship is knowing things shit happens. Expectations are standards you hold a person to. If you expect a man to do all that shit listed above, then guess what? He's gonna do that shit. Don't expect a nigga to do that. Then watch him do it. And then get mad when he actually does do it. What the fuck? Expect a man to be better than his environment, better than the stereotypes that surround him, better than the company he keeps. If he doesn't show you that, it's because in reality of the situation is he's a nigga who has no goals to do anything and has no expectations for himself to be better than what he is. And what he is a nigga who fooled you. Stayed in your crib while you worked, ate all your food, played your video games all day, entertained new pussy on social media, drove your car, and got you pregnant with no thoughts of marriage. What do you think about this, Charles?
This is, to me, a lot of category. Well, one of the categories we talked about in your show where, unfortunately, you have some people who think they are in a relationship when they're not. You have people that try to title their own relationship. Like I had a conversation with my son today. He's 14. And, I talked to him about his little friend that he has. And I say, well, does she call you what you call her as far as boyfriend or girlfriend?
Aww.
And I was trying to explain to him, if she does not greet you or feel the same way you feel, you're friends. You can't get mad at that. So in this situation here, it sounds like these are women that just want to have someone, or they keep searching for men in the wrong places. Or they're willing to sit there and just deal with a lot of the shit that goes with it. This is an individual who is laying hella pipe, and the woman associates great sex with love when it's just physicality. It's like a great moment, and that's it. But you can't get mad when you allow a person to get over and be mad when they do it.
My the father of the few of my kids, in the beginning of our relationship, I was the one who.
Oh shit!
In the beginning of our relationship, I was the one who got up, went to work. He was the house bitch. He babysat, he cooked, he cleaned.
Well, okay, hold on. You can't. I'm not gonna let you do that. Staying home is way worse than going out and get a fucking job. So he had a job. His job was to make sure that the house was right. You went and earned the bacon.
Well, because he didn't want to work, I put him to work at the house.
Oh, no. He took care of the house, right?
Well, he had my daughter standing outside eating deodorant on the side of the house.
How long did you stay with him? Exactly. So it goes right back to the situation I was saying where, as far as women allow, and then it really kills me how people want to get mad at the other person because you allowed it to happen.
I would have much rather him going out and help me pay the bills.
I understand that. Who to watch the kids then?
They could have gone to daycare, my mother, anybody. Okay. The situation in the household when we first met was my sister lived downstairs, I lived upstairs. My mother and I were very close at that time. She used to babysit and watch my kids for me before he came along. Once he came along, look, I got this guy who's just in the house. He comes from New York. He'll come hang out with me, and he just doesn't leave. My mother said, well, does he want to get a job? He's not. He just actually told me the other day during an argument that after, and this is after all these years, we were together. I've known him now 11 years. We've got 4 kids together. But he just told me the other day that from the beginning, he would always use me. You don't have anything I want anymore. You don't have the money that I want anymore. You used to have the money that I wanted, but now You're nothing to me. He was saying that in the house the other day to me, straight up. And it makes
First of all,
sense.
the fact you let a motherfucker in your house that say that shit to you is mind-boggling. That nigga be saying hi from the fucking window. Kids, wave to your fucking father. Fuck out of here. I will say this. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I talk to even my girl this way. But it's just more lines of I tell people, you have to have more love for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell anybody you have to love yourself more than you love the other person, which means you won't allow yourself to be taken advantage of. And you understand, again, when there's someone that's actually there, that you have to wake yourself up.
Yeah.
But if there's an individual who isn't helping you better yourself, this is what you need to talk about. Like on the men's show, tomorrow topic, I might get stabbed, but it is what it is and needs to be talked about.
Uh-oh, I need to hear this.
Well, no, I just want to know, the title of the show is going to be, are you my girl or are you my child?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, again, these are individuals who allow they allow themselves to be taken advantage of. And again, you can't be mad at the other person because they're doing what they got away with what you let them get away with. So it's not like you were saying, hell no, you got to go, and the person didn't want to go, and they called the cops on you because you wanted to kick them out your own house and stuff like that. But the fact that you're just, you'll go to your friend, I can't believe he doing that, and then you go home, you get that motherfucker a kiss on his forehead.
Yeah. He was the only relationship that I had ever been in where I was physically abused almost every day. So the reason why I stayed with him as long as I did was because I was afraid. And then not to mention, shortly after we had gotten together, I had gotten pregnant with our daughter. So I tried to work things out, Well, now in my life, I would never put up with anybody like that.
Well, again, we talk about the household you grew up in and a lack of love, and everyone wants to be cared for.
Yeah.
I'm not cared for. Everyone wants to feel important.
No.
Everyone wants to have someone in their life that, that's me. You know what I mean? That's my girl. That's my guy. Everyone wants to have a person say that about them.
Right.
And we have to hold more love in ourselves and be like, well, if you're not loving me the way I feel I deserve, whether it's outrageous or not, then you're not the one for me.
You know what? Just today I was trying to explain this to Delaney. Now, whether you choose to believe me or not, and I swear to God, I'm not lying to you, we have not had any intimacy since July 9th when we conceived our daughter. I swear to God, on all of my kids. Now, I say things to him all the time like, I can't wait to have the baby. Wait till I have the baby, I make jokes all the time. What am I going to be doing all summer? Hoeing.
Oh, it ain't a joke, but go ahead.
It's been a long time since I've had that type of attention. Now, he's got whatever he's got going on mentally that he says stops him from being able to have that attraction towards me. But then at the end of the day, he doesn't want me to get it from anybody else. And he doesn't want me to give it to anybody else.
Well, that's a man's selfish ways. It's just like how a lot of people are. But at the end of the day, from what I see from you, you want something that can't be. And I understand it hurts and it's painful, but at the end of the day, you have to let him be Cairo and Egypt's father. And that's all he is.
Yeah.
That person doesn't have any say-so about who you see, what you see. The only thing that individual has, Delaney, I ain't going to say individual, the only thing that he's in charge of would be coming to see his kids, being a part of his kid's life. But other than that, he ain't got no say-so what you do, who you do it with.
Basically. That's what I was trying to tell him. And, to me, it's like, some of us are vulnerable. I'm a very vulnerable person, especially now. As a 38-year-old woman, to have not had any type of intimacy my entire pregnancy, but then also just came out of a pregnancy where it was the same exact way with that one, it does something to somebody. Do I feel like I'm going to jump in the arms of the next person who hollers at me? Hell yeah.
Here's what you have to understand. There's fun and then there's a relationship. And again, unfortunately, everyone tries to put everything in the same category when it doesn't. It's not. It's not the way it is. You know, if you want to have a little fun, that's on you. You know, but again, what you also have to understand is once intimacy gets involved, feelings get involved. And there are some people out there that can have intimacy without feelings, but for the most part, eventually them shits pop the fuck up.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's good, Craig? How you doing?
Hey, Craig.
You gotta, be honest with yourself. If it's just a situation where you're looking for someone just to hold your hand or whatever situation may be, it is what it is.
I want some damn attention.
See, that's bad right there.
Why? Listen.
Well, because say you're saying you want someone to show you attention. You're not saying what attention you want, and it could be a fuck boy that just show you attention and just want to skeet and then haul ass, and then you're right back in the same situation.
Even that's better. Who goes 9 months without any type of sex?
What's good, Prodigy? But that's what I'm saying. Do you want to end up in the same situation? Like sooner or later, you'd have to break this cycle.
I feel like I'd be a lot smarter going into it this time. Like, I promise you, I'm not getting into anything serious with anybody ever again. I mean,
it's not just the seriousness
people.
Because technically, you weren't serious with Delaney.
I was.
And you still, no, you thought
I still am.
No.
Yo, if that's the case, I'd have been getting my rocks off.
No, what I'm saying is you believe you are, but on his side, it ain't the case. So again, it's a one-sided thing. He's not the one coming out here and seeing you. He's not the one trying to make sure he takes his son to the park or spend time with his son. You're the one doing all the travel. So again, it's a one-sided affair. You're living the fantasy.
Yeah.
And he's tolerating it. Bad as it said. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
No, I'm tolerating it.
No, he's tolerating it.
How?
You're not tolerating it because you keep going out there. You keep trying to engage in all this. And if we could work things out, if a person's not showing you that this is what they want, then believe it.
He just says that he's like this because he's fucked up in his head.
Okay, when people fucked up in the head want to eat, they eat, right?
Yeah.
Relationships are complicated.
Yo, I hate you, man. You always put things in retrospect for me and make me see them a different way. You know, it's like, but you're right. You be right. And the things that you're saying, even though it hurts, it hits.
Well, I'm saying, Craig wanted to ask a question. She says, why is marriage such a big on the females list?
Yo, because, okay, look, from young, we all have like this fantasy of just wearing this white gown and being next to our knight in shining armor and having that security and having that Barbie doll type lifestyle, and it's a bigger commitment to me, honestly, than having kids.
I think, unfortunately, men and women are taught different things, and women are taught marriage is the finish line. Your goal is to get married, and once you get married, you're good. No, there's a lot that goes into that. It's simple. Either you're going to respect me, or you're not going to respect me. You're going to love me, you're not going to love me. You're going to make me feel special, you're not going to make me feel special. And again, if you can't, and that's why I tell Michelle all the time, I don't give a fuck what you say out your mouth. It's what you're actually showing me.
Right.
So a person can tell you anything after the sun, but what are they showing you?
To me, marriage means like a true deep love. I mean, even though people get married and they get divorced.
Well, I'm saying marriages have been turned into a business, or I always say marriage is like a bon voyage. It's a boat ride. You want everyone to get together and hold a party just to see you travel off into the sun, and then 2 or 3 months later you're getting a divorce and you want to do it all over again. All right, Tony, I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, Tony's sitting here texting me too. What is he? Okay.
Oh, he said, tell her to read his texts out loud.
Okay, he said, Kara,
shit, Craig went in. Go ahead.
You're walking on a borderline insanity territory. You're doing the same thing except expecting different results, which means I'm insane. In other words, that's the definition of insanity.
All right, so Tone says, are you done or you got more?
That's it.
All right, so Tone says, if a woman has a man that stays with her without a title, but he pays the bills, he pays for her kids, her treats. The kids like to and plus, he's faithful. Why does he have to have a government co-sign it? So it's pretty much like saying if a man's doing everything that a man's supposed to do, why does he have to get married? Why does the marriage? Why bring in, like he said, the government, that piece of paper, when you're already getting treated as the queen that you are?
Listen, to me, giving that woman your last name says a lot.
She could take it without the marriage license.
What, the last name?
Yeah, you can legally change your name to whatever you want as long as you're willing to pay for it.
Yo, who the hell? I mean, you still got to pay for it after you get married, but
you pay for it when you're married or pay when you're not. It's the same thing. You can pay to have your name changed.
To me, marrying somebody is showing the world, this is who I'm with, this is who I love, this is who I want, this is what I did.
Craig hit it right on the head. He's showing you. He's taking care of everything. He's making sure she's good. He's faithful. He's treating her with the respect.
Why not marry her then?
Why does he have to marry her?
Why not?
Why have to?
She's
getting everything already.
But if he's doing right.
All right, so if she's getting everything, why change it? And that's pretty much what Craig is saying. You're already getting everything.
Yeah.
Why change something that's not broke?
I mean, for the name,
you can legally change your name. We just said
I'm not legally changing my name to something if there's no marriage. You know what? Maybe it's the fucking ring some people want. I don't even care about that.
Craig says marriage is nothing but a contract. But I will say this, and I would love to be a councilman or whatever. And I say if you want to fix marriage, you do marriage like a driver's license.
And renew it every 4 years.
Your marriage has to be renewed every couple of years. And that would fix the divorce rate and all these other... and it would stop a lot of the violence also. The bad karma and shit like that. If your marriage had to be renewed every 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, be a lot more happier people out
here. I can't, man. But it should be a forever thing. Like, listen... I'm 38. I still have hopes and dreams of one day somebody having that much love for me to commit to me. I still have not given up on it.
And like you said, Tony, this is what we talked about. Marriage is nothing more than a fancy ceremony with a ton of witnesses. But here's the problem. We talked about it, and I remember you commented also, Tone. The amount of money that goes into a fucking wedding can be spent on something else.
I don't even want a big wedding. I just want the commitment. We can go to the courthouse.
Why you gotta go to the courthouse? Why you gotta pay for that? You can go to dinner before you pay for a marriage license.
It's cheaper than having all those people. I don't need all those people.
No, but again, like my man Craig said, if it ain't broke, why you want to fix it?
Oh my God! Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Somebody do a damn show on that.
Here's the problem. Men understand what women are. Women refuse to accept what men are. That's pretty much
That's bullshit.
It's the truth.
That's not
You're
true.
getting every single thing, but the contract, and you're willing to implode your relationship just to get the contract, and that's when he cheats and leaves your ass for your best friend. Who's gonna say, "Girl, you dumb as hell. This man showed you and treated you like the queen you wanted, and that's what you wanted," and they'll go off right into the sun happy as hell.
Oh my God! Put it like this. You don't see this type of fuckery in any other race besides my race.
You out your everlasting mind.
I don't... Oh, my God.
Puerto Rican men beat the shit out of their wives.
I got beat the shit out of by a black man. Never not
All
one time touched by a Puerto Rican.
I mean, here's the thing I would say. It's not the culture, it's the household they were brought up in. Whether it was physicality or whatever situation may be.
I agree.
Angry person is just an angry person. No matter the race, creed, or color.
I agree.
Height, whatever it is. An angry person is just an angry person.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's all about are you willing to take it or you're not willing to take it.
Right. I get you. All
right, Craig, hold on. I got you. If it's the public announcement they want, why not have a ceremony without the contract?
What the hell is the point?
Mic drop, Craig. Mic drop.
Yo, you know what?
Right?
Damn y'all, man. Yo, where the ladies at?
You know what I mean? If you Prodigy agreeing. That's pretty much
what
it
the hell out of
is.
Yo, you know what?
She ain't saying that because she agree. If it's all about the festivity and the party, why not have that festivity? Hey, this is a person I love. This person I dedicate myself to. And that's it. Have a party and do that. I got you, Tone.
You know what it is? It's these damn R&B singers from back in the day that we used to watch that used to touch the air and shit that we grew up listening to and watching videos of.
And you see what their relationships is like now too.
I do. I see.
Tone says we give y'all everything y'all want. Why y'all want marriage so bad is beyond me. Mad white people get married, but they're not getting divorced left and right. Yes, the fuck they are.
I agree with Tone.
No, they do. They just do it smartly. No, here's a lot of things that people fail to realize about relationships and marriages. It's called a prenup. That saves a lot of fucking shit. Mm-hmm. You don't see a lot of these people getting into shit because even if you go out on a date, you're signing an NDA. You're not allowed to have your phone in houses and shit like that. It's sad that you have to protect yourself like that today, but you know, at the end of the day, women are again, I feel that women want what they want, and they're not understanding that they're already getting what they wanted. It's just more lines. You're worried about this. They want you to hire a planner, and they want you to get a hall, and a cameraman, and a DJ, and they want you to get all this shit. And then you're 20 grand shorter in your fucking pocket, but you could have took that 20 grand and put it on the house.
Yeah, but yo, come on.
I'm sorry, I don't even know. These guys' mic drops dropping over here. It's simple. If it ain't broke, you're getting everything. And that's the thing. I think men aren't into marriage like women, period. And it shows you even because when a lot of women get married, the men doesn't want to be involved in it at all. Mm-hmm. They're just trying to please their wife, and to be honest with you, they're just trying to shut their wives the fuck up. Because they don't want to hear the shit no more fucking more.
Or they have this mentality here, like what Antonio Russell clearly brought to the platform here. I think this, like, everything that he says is basically what men really, 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 really want at the end of the day.
All right, Tone goes on and says, sign that prenup. Why most women get tight about signing that piece of document is ridiculous. Protect your interests and protect your belongings. But it goes to show you that the mindset of someone going into a prenup. When you hear prenup, a lot of women automatically think, I'm going to leave you high and dry.
Yeah.
No, there are prenups that will. All right, we're going to create businesses together. We're going to do this together. But you can't tell me, which happens a lot, that I have $1 billion company, and because we were married 12 weeks, she deserves half because she's used to the lifestyle. Fuck that shit. Listen. It should be more lines of, again, whether, let's say the woman becomes filthy rich, and then the man wants to, no, it's to protect you from being taken advantage of. That's what a prenup is. Okay. And you can sit down and you can work details in the prenup. It's not just, oh, I want to leave you dead and stinking. It's more lines of, okay, I'm trying to protect what I already have, and vice versa.
Listen, in my case, in my situation,
I'd
be the one who would want to do the prenup.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
That I fuck with are like this. They're not
for you
like...
to have kids and a great career, the last thing you want to do is bring another grown-ass child into it and have to take care of that person. So it's protecting your future.
Yeah.
Craig says, we give y'all everything y'all want. Oh, no, hold on. All right, I went down too far. Sorry. The thing I figured out, you can treat a female the exact way she wants and do more, but will have to fight over a government commitment. And that's the thing. And
yeah,
to most women, not all women, to most women, marriage is an important thing.
Yeah.
And I would say to you guys, if she can explain it to you why it's so important and it makes sense, I'll give her credit. But if she can't explain it and just give you because that's what people do, then you already know she just wants it because other people have it. And she can't give you a great reason of why you two need to be married.
How about this? It's about us setting an example for our children.
What is called be happy, right? You want your children to be happy,
At the end of the day, if you're man enough to make children with
right?
me,
Right.
why not be man enough to marry me?
What's the difference?
The difference is,
I'm saying if we have kids together,
yeah,
what benefit is it getting married?
you're setting an example for your children.
So
You
grew
want
up
your
in a house,
children to-
right.
Uh-huh.
But you grew up. You've been honest about, so I'm not putting your
Yes.
business out here.
No, it's okay.
You grew up in a marriage household with
Yep.
dysfunction.
Yes,
Prime example.
yes, I did.
So I grew up in a household where I didn't meet my father until I was 13.
Okay.
My mother put me on the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
So in the beginning, when I was started, I kept finding women that would disrespect me. And because that's what I was raised up to believe, that's what I wanted because that's the relationship I had with my mother.
Okay.
It got to a point to where I had to fucking wake up and be like, hold on, I'm not fucking happy doing this shit, and you have to change.
But it didn't stop you. You've been married twice.
Yeah, one was for money though.
I can't. I can't.
What's good, Antonio Russell? You're finally
Hey!
here. We appreciate it. He says thank you for commenting on this post.
Yes.
Now, I want to ask, is this experience or whatever? You missed a lot, so you have to go back and talk, but I'll brush it up and see, pretty much let you know. The discussion we're pretty much having now is women's importance of the marriage certificate, where as far as a lot of men believe that marriages destroys the already perfect relationship.
Mm-hmm. Now, like you said, I
Oh, great. It says, see, millenniums don't fully believe in God, so they won't believe in marriage. That's a great way to put it.
yeah.
Okay, Tone. People, hey, this is the most active he's been in here, so I know he's feeling this one.
Yeah.
He usually just texts you.
Yeah.
All right, people think that getting married means you love them, you love each other. I'm proving how much I love you through my actions. A ceremony isn't going to change that for better or worse. And you're right, but again, Tone, unfortunately, women have had it drilled in their mind since they were children about marriage, and marriage is the finish line. And a lot of men fears is the fact as soon as a woman gets married, they're going to stop doing the things that made you want to marry them. And it's more lines that we have said. If we're loving each other, we're caring for each other, there are no issues, there are no problems, why would you, what sane person would want to break something that's already perfect?
Mm-hmm.
And Antonio also goes on to say, I don't believe a perfect relationship without a marriage. Hold on. I don't believe a perfect relationship without a marriage being a goal.
Is that Antonio or Tony?
Antonio Russell
Okay.
says, I don't believe a perfect relationship without a marriage being a goal. You are so right, bro, with the finish line. And that's the thing I was saying, and we were also talking about prenups and stuff like this. But at the end of the day, it's the insanity part.
Right.
He's treating you like you've never been treated before in your life.
Listen, I'd settle for
I'm
that.
saying, and you have everything else.
I'd settle for that.
And unfortunately, I always think a lot of the pressure from marriages comes from the family and friends.
Yeah.
Your relationship and goals it's already perfect.
Right.
But your friends being who they fucking are, oh, he don't love you if you don't marry you. He kisses your feet.
I mean,
He makes sure you have, you're always going out, you're always vacationing. He's showing you love, respect. It's not about the money, but he's not just telling you he loves you. He's showing you he loves you and he respects you, which is, to me, more important than the person just coming out and telling me anything.
I'd settle for that. If I were to come across somebody who wasn't like how Antonio described in this post, I'd be all for it. But unfortunately, the type of men that are in my life are the men that Antonio described. And, that's all I've been getting. Now, if Delaney were to come to me and say, you know what, we got these kids together. I'm ready to stop sitting on Facebook and Instagram looking for other pussy. I'm ready to go out and support you.
Paul, start that shit off again? Start that conversation off again?
I said, if Delaney were to come to me and say, you know what, Kara, we have these kids together. I'm ready to step up.
Right.
Help you support them.
Right.
Get off of Facebook and Instagram.
Right.
Get up off my ass.
Right.
Do something. I wouldn't need the marriage. Delaney falls into the category of the typical black man Antonio described in this post. That's why I felt it, and so has every last one of them I've been with. That can't be my fault.
Why not?
What the hell? All I'm doing is I'm meeting them.
No, what I'm saying is this. If a person continuously shows you something, and each time you're expecting something different, and you get mad, that's pretty much a definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, looking for a new outcome. And that's why I told you, I don't care what a person says.
People change.
People don't change.
People change.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
I'm a fucking asshole. And I'm always going to be a blunt asshole.
Change. They change. Anything is possible. He could fucking... There could be a death in the family, and it makes him realize, you know what? I have been doing, dirty all these years. Anything can hit anybody so that...
People have greatness in them. Everyone does.
Mm-hmm.
Some people act on it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't. But again, at the end of the day, you have to show me this is what you want. Words don't mean shit. They come in, they come out. You can wipe your ass with them. But the fact that the person's putting the time and the effort in to show you that this is what I want, that's what it matters.
Okay. All right. Was there anything else on?
I said last one was I agree with y'all fellas. She got to read that later. But people only change when they want to change. You can't change anyone, and it's not. I will say this, and I got respect for this young lady, and sometimes we get along, sometimes we don't. But I always hold her in high regards.
Me and you?
Yeah, and I'm just saying, like they're like I said, I always hold Carrie in high regards. I got mad love for her, but me and E just got into it, and I love her too. But at the end of the day, I'm a fucking full blown asshole. I'm blunt. I am so blunt. I don't pussy around it. I don't sugarcoat it. But at the end of the day, what's said is said. It's done. It's over. We're back to where it needs to be done.
That's it.
I agree to disagree. Okay, this is the way you saw it. That's not the way, and that's how I live my life. But all right, I'm gonna get to your paragraph, Antonio. At the end of the day, a person has to want to love you.
Right.
All right. You can't force or push a person into it, because what will happen is you will hurt yourself in the long run.
Right.
Because, again, you have someone growing up in a household where shit is being thrown, words are being said, and words that you shouldn't, your child shouldn't hear. Your child shouldn't hear come out of your mother and your father's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's said in front of the kids. And again, they grow up believing and understanding this. So I understand you wanting to have that family. You have about 4 zillion kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're all beautiful, intelligent, and smart. But at the end of the day, you want that family, that mirage that's in the corner, that one thing that you've been able to have a career, beautiful, intelligent kids, and Anthony, you owe me steak. Fuck all that. I want my money. Yeah. But all that other stuff, it's like that's the one thing. And that's not being kept from you. It's just that that's not the individual who's going to give it to you.
Right. Right.
So, again, we're not saying that this is not going to happen for you.
Right.
We're just saying that motherfucker is not the person who's ready to give it to you.
Got it. Yeah.
Right. So, again, there are people out there who love women with one finger, hair, no hair, small pinky toe, whatever. There's someone out there that loves you, and I always tell people all the time, the word ugly does not exist, because there's someone out there who loves it.
Yep, it's true. It's true. Antonio, he has something to say before I thank him for allowing me to share this?
We'll do this. We'll go off. Marriage is needed. It proves commitment. Just like a diploma means so much more than a GED. We're going to have the conversation about this, Antonio. I'm going to miss the guys
I know.
out.
We got Tony, Antonio.
Now we marginalize a diploma for moral support to a GED. Doesn't carry the same commitment. I understand what you're saying. Craig goes on to say marriage is not needed by government standards. Antonio goes on to say, I can identify your greatness. Craig goes on saying, if a man gives a female real commitment, that is a marriage in itself, calls that it is marriage, what we talked about before. And Antonio goes on to say, ugly is accepted today. And that's why I say, like, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. We've all seen a couple. When we looked at that couple, it'd be like, why this fucking picture don't
Hell
look right?
yeah, man.
But again,
those be the happiest ones.
Exactly.
I consider myself to be okay, and I can't find somebody
that someone did
with me
that made that person feel like no one other person has made that person feel, and they look past all that other dumb shit.
That's all I want, man.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about happiness and stuff like that.
That's it.
So,
that's all I want.
Hey, man, this is a great topic, Antonio. I appreciate that. You got any more? Send them to guys. We'll definitely discuss it. And welcome to the team.
Yeah, I was trolling Antonio's page.
Yeah.
Now, me and Antonio go back a little bit. He had to remind me how we became friends, and now that he has, you know, a lot of stuff that he writes on his Facebook page, you know, lately I've noticed has been, you know, stuff that we could talk about.
Right.
So thank you so much, Antonio. He actually just commented on the next topic, if we have time for it.
Yeah, we got time.
That made me tell him, like, yo, you watching the show?
Ready?
We're here. Where are you? Yes, yes. So
All
thank
right.
you so much, Antonio. I appreciate the comment. If there's anything else, please, for your shout out, you know, I'm all for it. The next topic discussion was about preference, and this was actually came up by and brought up by Prodigy.
Okay.
She wanted to discuss this.
Let's go, Pra.
If you're a black man that loves white or Spanish women, tell me why. If you're a skinny man that loves and needs a thick chick, tell me why. If breast size is a deal breaker, explain why. If you're a thick woman that needs a skinny man, speak on it. What's a must in order for you to be happy, preference-wise, in a relationship? I needed to know this. And Prodigy wanted to know this.
Any comments on it, or we can just go
Oh,
into
yeah.
it? Let's go.
Shout out to Jose Reed. He gave me 4. He said, number 1, no, I prefer my women a lot more on the plus side. Reasons why. Number 1, when clapping them cheeks, it don't feel like tailbones is trying to fuck me back. Number 2, they treat their women better than most skinny people do. Number 3, they're not afraid to eat when going out on a date. Number 4, the is always warmer and juicier on a thick girl, just to name a few. Okay. Shout out to Eric Daniel Ash. He's a skinny white man. He says, I prefer a BBW. A lot of fun and great in bed. Great cuddler. Thought that was cute. Tony. Tony Williams. He says, as a 6 foot, 270 pound man, I prefer a thick chick or a BBW. Ass and titties are an obvious requirement. However, I lean towards more ass than titty. I won't complain about more titty than ass, but flat backs are absolutely unacceptable. I'll always keep my chocolate sisters on top, but if a Latina, Asian persuasion, or snow bunny come knocking, meeting most of, if not at all, of physical requirements, I won't turn them down. Shout out to Tika Watson. She said, I like to think outside the box. I'm African-American, and my fiancé is Haitian, Dominican, and European mix. As long as you have a good heart and a good head on your shoulders, then we're good. Antonio Russell, again. He said, for me, men don't know what they want. I'm speaking for the conscience here. It's so many of us undesirable and unkept that we'll accept whatever will accept us. And that says a lot about how we truly feel about ourselves. But we won't tell you the truth. Yet we'll find love for ourselves in material things to compensate for our insecurities and how we fucked ourselves up. He said, but back to your question, this explains why we can cheat on somebody for nobody. Because many of us overachieve with what we have. And he just commented on that.
All right. All right, so I got a comment here.
Sure.
All right, so Antonio also goes on to say, I'm a man that loves women, period. I prefer to what identifies to me, to and with me, and I desire what I can see will be a great reflection of me. Here's the greatest thing about this kind of topic right here. Everyone's preference is different.
Mm-hmm.
You have two people who grow up in the same household who look alike, but like different things.
Yeah.
Similarities, same parents or whatever, but they like the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
It's a preference.
Yeah.
You have some people like me. I'm a big guy. I can't do big women. I'm big, you big. Fucks with me. That's just me. Just me. Body wise, I could give two shits, but if you got something, it's nice. So I don't really prefer ass or titties, ass and titties. It's good if you could get one that has ass and titties. But at the end of the day, again, for me, it's all about that I know a person truly has my back.
Yeah. For me, I know this is going to sound like some real greasy shit, but I'm 38 with a bunch of kids, and I'm single, and I'm about to have another one, and I don't got nothing going on. Looks-wise, I've never really had a preference. You know, just like you said, anybody that treats you good is a good thing. But one thing that I never really tend to mess with were men with kids. And I think I said that one time, I had to. It's not that I don't give a fuck about their kids. It's not that I don't, but I don't want to hear, especially if we have kids together, that you got to go do something with them other kids. Because if you're not doing for my kids what you're doing for them other kids, it's just not going to work for me, you know? I tend to...
Selfish shit, but go ahead.
It's not selfish.
It is.
I just... Listen, a guy can have a preference not to want to mess with a woman with...
But no, here's the thing that kills me. Like... But you know what? It's cool. Because again, it's nothing wrong with that. It's what you like. It's what you prefer. And that's cool. But that said, that's the greatest thing. Like, this is why ugly doesn't exist. There's someone out there that loves whatever it is the hell that you have.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing I would say about, like, you know, big women is be healthy with it.
Right.
Like, if you can't walk up a fucking flight of steps, then we got a fucking problem. Like, you way too fucking big. Like, you got, because, and what a lot of women have to understand, like, if I'm trying to start a future with you, it's called future. It means we need a history. We need to have points in our lives that we could go back to and point to and speak about. Like, I don't want to get all with you and then we have kids and then 2 years later you done because, you know, you had a heart attack, an aneurysm, or whatever the fuck it is, you know?
Oh, my God. Looks-wise, for me, I prefer a man now that's a little on the taller side than I did before.
Right. Well, you're tall for a female, so it's understandable.
Yeah. Me and my all my baby daddies are like right at the same height. This last one I'm with now, the father of my unborn and my 1-year-old, he's 6'9". You know, not that I have much fun with him at all. I don't even think I've hugged him ever. But, you know, I just prefer that he's a little bit on the bigger side. To me, if we ever do go out on a date, which we never have, it would be like a security thing, you know, or I can hug him and I'm not up on my tippy toes. You know, at one point, like, I think like 2 years ago, my daughter saw us kiss and she's like, oh, it's so cute. You had to step on your tippy toe. I don't think we kissed after that ever. But if, you know, to me, it just looks better for me. I'm 5'8". You know, I'm a tall girl, you know, and to be with a guy like right level with me.
Right.
You know, so I prefer now that I'm a little older and I know what it is and I've had a different variety of things that the guy be a little bit on the taller side. And as far as, back in the day, I used to love me a skinny guy. I couldn't mess with you unless you were skinny. I don't know. Now I don't care if he has a little meat on his bones. Especially if he wants to cuddle, it does feel a lot better. You know, so as long as you're a little on the thicker side, taller, and don't have kids, you're good with me.
Okay.
And that's just my preference.
No, I mean, and that, again, that's the greatest thing about it. That's why we have so many different people out here. But the greatest thing about it, there are people who you may not be able to be into that particular type chick. Be like, oh, damn, she actually does look good. Like, you'll still give it credit, you know what I mean? And sometimes people change your mind about certain things. Yeah. This one chick thought she was going to change my mind. It wasn't going to fucking happen. But it's understandable.
Why?
She was a very big woman, and I'm sorry. I'm big, you big. It's too much sweat. It's too much work.
He said too much. You're not even that big, Truth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like 400 pounds.
He's lying.
Shit.
Don't listen.
This is crazy. Man.
Ain't no damn 400. Don't listen to him, y'all.
I
I think I probably weigh more than Truth. You know? He's trying to do the heavy, deep breathing. He lying. Don't listen to him.
All right, so Antonio says, I'm a heterosexual man, and a low-key, I can be jealous of couples that are ideal. Meaning, as a heterosexual, you know a man that gets other women, and we can obviously see if she looks good. Craig goes on to say, I like a female that can think for herself, and that will hold me down, it ride or die, pretty much.
Right.
I can find beauty in any person. Plus, you have to turn me on, but no white girls. I feel you, homie.
Okay.
But white girls are becoming thicker than black girls now. This shit's fucking just steroids in these fucking foods is crazy, man.
The steroids that they inject in their body is crazy. Don't listen to them. It ain't the food.
That is, yo.
They trying too hard.
Shit, look at mine. She thick as shit.
They trying
that
too
shit's
hard.
100% real. Says Carrie is not subtle with her prettiness. Antonio goes on to say, and when I say idol couples that can be desired as the opposite sex together, but choose to commit to one another, that means someone, something, and speaks volumes. And we all will see them as a goal and low-key envy.
I do that too.
I refuse. I can never be envious of another couple.
I am all the time. Like, why the fuck are they happy and I'm not? Yo, I see it all the time.
And Craig said he has seen women in all shapes and sizes that have turned him on. It's a person's personality that'll really rock the shit out of everything.
Yeah.
I will say from this standpoint. Because a lot of times you'll see a girl and she's with a guy and she's like so great, but that's his girl. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been a person who was looking at another guy's girl and be like, oh, I want her. I'm like, I'm happy for you.
Fuck that shit. I be looking at...
No, because that's what I'm saying. Like, what works for him might piss me the fuck off.
Yo, Tony just said that I'm not subtle with my pettiness. What does that mean? I'm being petty?
Nah.
Where was I petty at, Tony? I have seen couples where the guy is fucking... Listen, I don't want to get too deep into deep into the business, but Antonio actually sent me something the other day, and he know what it is, and I was like, God damn, I'm jealous, because he was with another female that I know I could have probably been a little better,
right?
But at the end of the day, shit be what it is. I know how that feels. I know what it is. Right. I've had people also comment to me right after I've thrown a picture up of Delaney, like, yo, what the fuck, like, you're a good-looking girl. What the hell are you doing? Type shit. So it would be kind of like the same thing.
Well, I mean, see, that's the whole, like, that. I would look at that as envy. I look at that as like motherfuckers who want they want their chance. So it's not envy. It's just like lust. You know what I mean? You should just look at another person and be like, oh man, I want her so bad. It looks. The last time I did that was high school. I still remember the girl. Beautiful. I think she was mixed or something. Top, bottom, beautiful face, and she never wore the same outfit twice. I thought that was so fucking fly. Okay. And the guy she was dealing with at the time, I guess they had broke up, and I had finally ran into her, and we were talking, and she was telling me how they're not together anymore, and I fucked my shot up. So maybe that's why I don't be envious anymore.
Yo, you know what? I can't.
I didn't even shoot my shot.
I can't. Tony just messaged me talking about, so basically I want him. I guess everything that I described fits him. I guess I know he
So you coming up for the shower?
No.
Why not? We have to talk, man. I have to send you a ticket.
Yo.
I would love that fun. I say this, again, there will be someone out there that looks better than that person, that has that other person, and treats you the way you want to. Because unfortunately, we're lead with our eyes, And I always tell, men all the time, that ass, that fat ass and them tight ass jeans or that big chest might not go with the greatest of attitudes in the world. Or women, these guys in these gray shorts, gray sweatpants, all that they packing may not be what it's cracked up to be. So if we could get past the physicality of stuff and actually really hold an actual conversation with these individuals, that's when we get past whatever it is we see in front of us.
Okay.
Like, yo, damn, fuck all that. Like, damn, this person makes me feel good. Like, I remember my first marriage. I ran the fuck home.
I can't.
Ran the fuck home every day. I remember getting teased about it. Like one time I was on the train, and I'm not an ugly guy. And I was on a train,
either.
and this girl, young lady, got up while my boy was sitting next to me. She said, "I sit up there and stared at you the whole trip. You a damn fool," and walked off the train. And I got teased for that. Until my friend saw my wife. He was like, "Yo, I wouldn't do that shit either. Lord have mercy." But it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's my wife, her eyes changed with the season. She had naturally blonde hair. She was mixed. She had top and bottom. She was like y'all up top, but had the ass to go with it. No waist at all. It didn't exist. She was like 5'2". You know what I mean? So, but it's just, it just, she had the complete package. At the time, the mental was there and everything. It went downhill after my man fucked it up. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I always tell people, my daughter's mother wasn't a very attractive woman, but she made me feel like a fucking king.
Oh.
She made me feel special, and that's all that mattered to me.
That's what I want. Oh, my God.
Go out there and find it. You see, the times you out there taking trips to fucking Brooklyn, you probably could have found the motherfucker.
True.
I told you want to see your son come through, homie? Right here. He right here. I even put him on the window. He could pat the window. He old enough to tap on the window now, whatever situation may be. No, I'm serious. This is why I tell people. I took a fucking flight to Louisiana to get some fucking box.
Was it worth it?
Yes, the fuck it was. Greatest piece of shit I ever had in my life. But at the end of the day, it's what I wanted. And that's why I tell people, the leaps and the bounds we will go through for the things we want.
Yeah.
So if a person won't even go to the store for you and get you a fucking bottle of soda, that's saying something, fellas.
True.
Ladies,
True.
Your man won't even do that for you. That's saying something.
That's true.
A corner store, Pepsi, Coke, whatever it is. Yo, I know you ain't losing my antibacterial. I don't play with my antibacterial. We got to talk about that shit. But at the end of the day, it's all about that person going beyond themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And that's why it's not about the gift. It's the things you're willing to do for the person you're with. That's love.
Smells good.
Hell yeah. That's why I
Like
fucks with my shit.
melon or something.
Yeah. You know I don't play with my antibacterial shits. She been staring at it for a while. Look, she gonna go to the bath, but I didn't buy like 30 of them.
Yeah, my daughter's a trooper. She's been here, sitting over to the side, making her little noises.
I was waiting for it to fucking fall. I swear to goodness, I was waiting for it.
Listen,
I was gonna laugh my ass off. I would even turn the camera and let you see on the floor.
She has narcolepsy. I'm surprised she hasn't fallen asleep yet.
Nah, she good.
Yeah.
The conversation's keeping up. But again, people, what that person has, what you deserve is what you deserve.
Yeah.
You just have to make sure that person understands this is what you deserve. Right. And it's not about being conceited. It's not about being a bitch, not being stuck on yourself. As long as it's within reason of things, there are things that, you deserve, and that person that truly wants to be with you will give it to you.
Yeah. We were just talking about this today. Like as far as what I've told him that I felt like I deserve. I don't deserve to be.
Well, I mean, you repeating conversations you already had like 5 million times. That's the problem.
Man. Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem.
But it got.
What you need to do is put his number under my name and call me, and then when I pick up, I'm like, wake the fuck up, and then hang up on you. Like, it'll be like, nah. It's just, like I said, you have to go through your process. And it has to be when you're actually ready to step away and to understand things.
I always feel like I need a replacement.
Well, it's not a replacement. It's like, don't block your blessings.
Yeah.
And I always tell people at the end of the day, like, you'll be amazed at how, like, if you make a left today, you might have missed someone. You made a right to yesterday, you missed someone. You could have went to this store or this mall or whatever, and you could have met someone. But because you're continuously wasting your time, there's so many people out here. Mm-hmm. So that minute, that second added up to something, and you missed it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, y'all. Well, that was my show for today. Antonio, if you're still there, thank you so very much. I'm going to be trolling your page, baby, to see if there's anything else.
There are a couple more comments, but we'll get out of here.
Okay. Oh, did you want to say them first?
Let's go say what we got here.
Okay.
Let's see. Whoa. All right, let me scroll. Which one did I say? Low key. All right. He said, I meant envious as I want my idol. No, and that's what we talked about. I saw it. That's why we talked about it. He just puts a lot of hearts and stuff like that for you.
Aww.
But again, people, your preference is your preference. Don't be mad. The only thing I tell you is don't sit up here and like I was in Virginia at the time, and this guy was trying to talk to this young lady, and the first words out of her mouth was, "What kind of car you drive?" He's like, "Well, what kind of car you drive?" Well, I drive this and that. He said, "Did you pay for it?" She got quiet. He walked the fuck off.
Yeah.
And that nigga was driving a 745.
See.
So, in the fact that he approached you, he was confident enough to approach you. He liked what he saw. And he probably was the type of guy who wanted to take care of a woman, you know what I mean? And show her like a queen. But you asking how much something costs, and you didn't even fucking pay for it yourself.
Right.
It's probably was gifted to you by your father or something. You ain't earn it.
Yeah. Don't settle, guys. Don't ever settle. Don't be like me. I still have hope.
You need to. I think you need to write stickers on your wall to remind you about certain things, or when you want to grab a phone or call, whatever. Because I said, you know what I mean. I don't know the dude from Adam, man. I don't hate him, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, if a person wants to do something, they're going to. Like he wants to eat, I'm sure he cooks it, or he goes out to the store and grabs it.
He never has an issue calling me, hit me up for money, and that's
because you keep sending it. I wouldn't either.
That's my thing. If you don't want to fuck me, why do you want to make me broke?
Because he's benefited from it.
And I ask him all the time if I'm convenient. He tells me no.
I don't give a fuck what a person says. It's what they actually do.
That's true. That's true. I feel like such a jackass sometimes. But I would
appreciate that, Mr. Antonio says he's going to put our show on his page. The link will be ready by tomorrow. I'll send it to Goddess, and she'll send it to you. You'll put it up there.
Yes.
And people, anybody that has any topics they want to discuss, please send it to us. I apologize for the email. The email was directed towards another source. It's supposed to be directed towards us now. I will double check it, but I'm pretty sure it's up and running, because we have a mean team in the back. So definitely send us, man. And Goddess has always showed all the time that she's willing to bring y'all topics, whether you want to have your name mentioned or not, to try to help you out and give you some kind of closure in whatever situation you're dealing with.
Yeah. As soon as I saw Antonio's post, I put the link on the page. Like, listen, he started following, so...
Gotta get these antibacterial wipes for your daughter. I gotta give her a name. You're gonna wipe my antibacterials off your mouth.
Guys, again, thank you so very much. Antonio, thank you. Tony, thanks for being here. Prodigy, Craig, thank you always for being here.
Right, you can leave it. Don't worry about it.
I always appreciate you guys. Where you going, Bree?
She ready to go.
My daughter is standing up. You want to come say hi real quick to my little mama? She's been here the entire time, quiet. We'll see you guys, if not next week. If we're not going to do anything next week because of the shower, then soon, the following week. But send me your topics, and we'll talk about it, and we'll give you a shout-out on the show like we always do. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's edition of Grown Talk with Goddess. We'll see you next time. Move.